Hi, this is Nick George with Cloud's Diamond Sharpening, just to show you a demonstration of a modified Andis G. We're going to modify this. I recommend sending these to get professionally sharpened and don't sharpen it on a block. Just like I should get my hair professionally done by a barber, because I did this and it looks horrible. So if any of y'all are in the Fort Worth area, give me your number and I'll come see you. I need my hair professionally done. So if you're a barber and there's a few barbers sharpening them on a block, even with the sand, that's not gonna happen. Let me go ahead and show you what happens to people that sharpen on a block. They send it to me and then I say buy a new blade because it rounds off the teeth. See how they're rounded at the ends there? That's bad. It didn't cut anything, it just pulled the hair out. So my wheel is not flat. It's like a bridge on both sides. So each side of the blade and then the guide runs along and it pushes it down. And then as it cuts, it doesn't lift up on the sides. If it was on a flat wheel, it would. So then it wouldn't cut for very long. So that's why my sharpening lasts so long. It's like that, and then the guide pushes it down, and then it just keeps going. And perfect 2 pounds of pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and modify this, and let me tell you one thing about it before I modify it. Okay, modifying it does give you more room up here. You can adjust this lever without taking the case off, but it does not make it run cooler. I can plug this in and stop the blade, and it will not get hot ever. I can keep it plugged in unless this field is shorting out. Okay? So now if I let the blade go and the blade moves, it's obviously blade getting hot. So if you oil your blade, these should never get hot. So if you're modifying it because it gets hot, you just need to go ahead and sharpen your blade, get it sharpened by somebody professional, not on a block. And you can never be that great of a barber on a block. I don't care who you are. I can sharpen any blade sharper than any person on a block. I could sharpen a blade on a block. I wouldn't do it. It's ruining your equipment. So yeah, let's get down to modifying this and oil your blades. If these are getting hot, all they need is oil. This is a vibrating motor. It's not rotary. It has no fans. And so by holding the blade, the motor is still on. Okay? You can hold the blade and the motor, you'll hear it humming. Okay? And it will not get hot. And if this was open, it doesn't matter because the only thing getting hot is the blade anyway. It's the only friction. This motor doesn't even touch each other. It's a vibrating motor on an arm. So the protons are pulling it back and forth in the alternating current. So if it's stopped and the blade isn't moving and it doesn't get hot, then cutting this open wouldn't help anything unless you're not oiling your blade, because this shouldn't get hot. It's vibrating. But alright, I'm done grilling. Oil your blades. Thanks. Let's get to business. Okay, let me go ahead and show you. So sharpening the teeth does nothing. See, so this blade is ruined. They sharpened it on a block and they rounded the teeth off. So this blade is ruined. It's sloped down on the side so it doesn't touch the running surfaces. The running surfaces don't touch each other, so how's it gonna cut? This is a good one. So you see how it's all the way to the end of the teeth? Here's the bad one. Now, all people don't ruin them this bad on a block, but a block is flat, and these pieces need to be like bridges, or they're not going to cut very good. Why do you think a bridge is built like that? For strength, just like the sharpening. If it's flat, if there's a flat bridge, it's more liable to fall rather than a convex one. So yeah. Alright, let's get to business. Let's get to modifying. Alright, let's modify this bad boy since you guys like it. I got a square blade and a T-blade because of course someone ruined their blade and I don't have one in stock, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. It'll work fine. It'll cut and everything. So alright, so your goal is to get it before this screw on the frame so your lid don't flop around, and then there's a mount right about there where the field goes, so you want to be back here. So what I usually do is just go around this line right here all the way around. Now I guess we can draw it with the marker to make it easier if you want. Sorry, this is an old style housing, so it's gonna get smoky. There we go. Sorry. I usually don't smoke like that. It's a lot easier on the newer housings because they're made out of plastic instead of this ceramic kind of stuff. There it is. So the only benefits really is to loosen and tighten this. And it's less bulky, I guess you could say. It's good for that too. But once again, these shouldn't get hot, so if you oil them, you should never have a problem. If you don't use oil, well, your job's going to be a lot harder, and you're going to spend a lot more money than people that use oil, I promise. It's a guarantee. So loosen that up a little, still pretty tight. So there's that. It's going to need some adjustment. There's that. Yeah, well, I'll show you on my legs. There we go, there's my leg. I'll show you it works. So that's perfect. Let's go ahead and... It's not even the right blade and it's working just fine. Works good. My sharpening is better than a block, I promise. If you don't believe me and you use the block, hopefully your blades are still good and I'll be able to sharpen them for you. Cool. Oh, there we go. There's your modified G. Sorry, it's a little nasty. It's just a junk one I'm about to throw away or take parts off from. But yeah, so it's that easy. See you later. Keep it sharp, keep it running. Most of all, keep these things oiled so they don't get hot, because there is no fan inside and power just travels through this field. There's no friction until it hits the blade, so it has to be the blade getting hot. Then friction causes heat, and then the heat transfers through here and gets this hot. And you think it's staying more cool, but if you just keep your blade oiled, it won't get that hot. I mean, you should be able to run these almost all day. If it's still getting hot with oil, then this arm's too tight and it's not moving as lightly as it should. So yeah, get it sharp. Keep it sharp, keep it oiled. See you later.